DOTE.
Welcome to the advanced tutorial on how to use the video panels. We'll be assuming that you've already taken a look at the basic introduction to the video panels, that tutorial, and now we'll be adding some more complexity to that. We'll mainly be looking at how you can add a secondary video panel, and then how you can also lock your video views to the video cues. So here we have a simple project you can see here, which has one video panel open, but what you have is a choice to open a secondary video panel, which means that you can have two independent views of your video. So if we do that now, you'll see it automatically opens two and makes space for them. You can adjust if you go up to left and right, and you can adjust these. We'll leave the video cue panel here because we're going to see how that works in relation to locking. And these are independent. So this is the primary and this is the secondary view. But it doesn't have to be the same video. So you can see here we've chosen from the Media Manager, we've added these audiovisual sources. And we have the Insta360 Pro camera in the middle of the room. We could choose another camera for this, and here we've chosen this camera, a Yi360, on the table here for this group 1. And we could choose a different one. For example, we could choose the GoPro on the table that's to the left of the Yi360, which is here. And this is an ordinary 2D video camera. But let's say we want to use the one here. We can choose the same one if we wish, but they're completely independent, which means also the controls here, which is the slider for toggling how the view works, are independent as well. And currently they're both set as save, as we discussed in the basic video introduction. But what we can do is change that. We can, for example, change this one to follow or track the video cues, and here's the video cues down here. There's a lot of video cues changing between different videos. That means this video here is going to track that, follow those changes, and also this more cinematic transitions between video clips or views. This one here will keep us saved, this view looking at the table. So if I just play now.
3, og så når jeg siger go, så starter vi. Er I klar?
Now you'll notice just down here, this is about to hit a video cue. We'll see what happens. Will this one change or this one change?
3, 2, 1, go!
And there you saw, at that video cue, it transitions to another camera. And this view will change. If you want to know more about video cues, go and see the video cues tutorial, the basic one as well as the more advanced, to see how to create and edit your video cues and set them up successfully. But this video didn't change because this one is a safe position that isn't tracking the video cues. That means you can set any particular video you'd like as a secondary view if you have multiple camera sources, or if you have a different view on a 360, the same 360, you can look in another direction with that 360. So for example, if I say let's look at the Insta360, you can see this is the total wide view. What I can do is zoom in and then manipulate it a little bit, and I can look at the same table where she has just left and see them from another angle. And that's saved that position here. I can go to tracking here and I'm at the same tracking, or I can go to free view where I can have a glance somewhere else. Go back to save and I'm looking here. So this is now the new saved position for this camera. No matter where I go, I will always come back to this view, whereas earlier I had it at a different camera. So now these are independent. I can actually switch this one. Oh, that happens to be the same, so let's just put that one back to this, and there we are back with that saved view that we had last time. So I can have two views on the same table. So you can see it's very powerful. I can decide if I want to track a particular video cue or on a panel. It doesn't have to be that panel, it could be this panel. So I track it on here, and here's my primary view. Or I can go back to looking at it on this panel for whatever reason. Maybe I want to turn off this video and only look here at this one in detail. So I have a lot of possibilities about how to structure how I'm going to view my data, whether it's a single video that I have and then I can look at different parts of a single video, or I have multiple video cameras recording at the same time. So this is very powerful, and requires you to have all of your videos imported with Media Manager and synced together, and go to the video tutorial about Media Manager to see how to do that. The video on video cues will help you structure your video cues, and then you can decide when you want to see them or not. Okay, that's an introduction to a more advanced perspective on video panels, and then how they relate to video cues. We'll finish up there.